Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. I'm Molly, the Quantum Leap Queen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are a timeless resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. So trust that if you found this reading today, there is a message here for you. I'm setting the intention, as always, to give you the best messages that you need to hear today. And I am starting with the Pause Tarot. So, what is the best message for my friend today? What are we looking at energetically? I have the Eight of Cups, first card out, and I have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we have two eights. Two eights. And both, it's funny actually about these eights, they're both indicating like something polar opposite of each other nearly, because the Eight of Swords is about feeling so stuck in your situation, and then the Eight of Cups is about walking away from a situation. So one, you are stuck, and one, you are walking away. And then the eight, of course, the infinite self, the infinity sign. What else? Okay, we got the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles. Why do I feel like you're really stuck on a situation right now? You don't know if you should leave or stay. Obviously, that could be like job related or relationship related. Interesting. I just get this energy of you don't know the decision to make for yourself. Can we get some more details around this? Knight of Wands, Four of Cups. There's something or someone you've invested a lot into and you just feel like they don't give you your return on investment. You're feeling it could be like taken advantage of or just not respected, like not acknowledged for the amount of effort you've actually put in. Yeah, feeling not cared about in the way that one would have expected, going like giving and going through what you have. Something like that. So then if what you're putting out isn't being replenished and you're feeling depleted from this situation, what's the best course of action? Oh. Okay, we have the King of Wands, Wand and Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles at the top of the deck. Interesting. With this combo, I feel like it says a few things. If this is a relationship, your partner is not up to speed with you. Yeah. Also, this could all just be you and saying like there needs to be this nice balance between your feminine, masculine energies. It's kind of like your feminine is very strong. I want to say that in the form of like okay, I'm gonna back up. I want to say this as in like you're learning how to really balance both your masculine and feminine energies, and it could be that one was a little stronger than the other, let's say, but you're really wanting to come back to balance, and that's the Temperance card in the middle here. Temperance is the Earth Angel, and also always is like depicted pouring from one cup to the other, and it's like the distribution of filling up your own cup with your own energy. Like that's what I think it symbolizes. And then a lot of times Temperance is depicted as the equal between the masculine and feminine, so a hermaphrodite basically. So all that being said, it's like the equalness needs to be within you. But I'm just okay, so I'm looking at how the cards are and how they're facing, and I just see it as perhaps you've been pouring too much of your own energy into the cup that you're about to give to the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is kind of sitting on his throne a little ignorant. And but I feel like you're like so craving for approval from this person. Let's say it's a person or a job or just something, you know, relationship based thing. And yeah, you're kind of like, ooh, is this going to be the time? Is this going to be the one? Is this going to be where they fully commit to me, or they fully choose me, or they acknowledge the effort that I put in? Do they see me? And it's like this begging almost. But it's funny because with the Queen of Pentacles, it's not like you come off that way or portrayed that way. I actually think you're rather balanced. But yeah, this person drives you a little crazy to the point where you want to just keep giving to them because you're actually, you don't maybe notice this, but you're searching for their approval very heavily. Something like that. That was a mixture of messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. What else can I tell my friend about this situation? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay, Four of Wands, yeah. Okay, clear. The message here is stop overgiving. Easier said than done sometimes, but truly it's like you've been giving so much to that person or so much to the job that doesn't reward you, whatever. You got to start pouring back into yourself. The Six of Pentacles reversed here says stop giving it away for free when it's not being replenished. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how nature works. Like, if we just keep taking from nature and aren't replenishing, she's not going to be vibrant. Like, you're the same way. So it's talking deeply here in the Knight of Cups into the Four of Wands about, guess what? Your heart, your soul, your efforts, pour them back into you and you, because the Four of Wands is a commitment to self. And yeah, showing up with humility, vulnerability for yourself. What if you took that person, that job, like off the pedestal? What if you stopped investing so much? And if that scares you, if you're like, well, that might change the dynamic though. Yeah, it might, and that might actually be a really good thing. Maybe it would be hard because it's unfamiliar, it's new, you'd have to start over in some ways, but like truly, the message is like that is your best course of action, is just to keep pouring back into you. Not that you need to make a sudden decision to, let's say it's like break up with this person or to leave the job. It is it's what it happens if you pour your energy not on convincing them of something, but what if you just pour that energy back into you and nourish yourself in your life? And then you see where the cards lay. Because right now there's an imbalance of too much outpour into whatever this is. So there's too much going out and not enough coming back. And again, just like anything, that's going to deplete anything. So we got to make sure it's an equal give and take as much as it can be in a relationship. Like, obviously it's not about like keeping score or tally, but it's about like, if someone really loves you and cares for you, but yet you feel like they're not really seeing you and they don't put in an effort to really see you or understand you, then is that love? Like, is that, just because, like, I think we often, like, as empathic people, we get taught that, like, abandoning ourselves is a safe spot for us. So I would just keep looking at your programming, your belief systems about that, and I would take back the energy, the effort that you have been pouring in, and just kind of like see what happens. Because that toss up of should I stay, should I go, I think that will give you your answer. But it's going to take some courage, maybe some uncomfortability, but like, I can tell you that's going to be your best case scenario, because then you really get to see where the energies are and where the cards lie when you take back your power and take that thing off the pedestal. I hope that helps. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to pull from some oracle cards. I'm going to start with the I Create My Reality deck. Let's see. Best message. The art of letting go. Can't make this up. The art of letting go. Obstacles move out of my way. Obstacles move out of my way. Once you learn the art of letting go and releasing everything that no longer serves you, the remaining pieces start fitting together. We all have a tendency to hold on to old thought patterns that don't let us move forward, but once you confront your worries and fears, you will see how they are actually powerless over you. Release the worries of tomorrow. They take away the enjoyment of today. Live in this moment and manifest your dreams nice and easy. Nice and easy. You don't need to make anything like a rash decision right now, because the toss-up is real. Should I stay or should I go? But and how you get there, what's also real is the letting go of outcome. Can you sit with that? Can you really sit with what would it look like if I were to go or to stay? But yeah, ultimately bringing the energy and the power back to you, like this whole message has been about thus far. I think that's going to be your key. And also accepting like best case scenario and worst case scenario both. Like look at both. Don't be afraid of either one. Don't like it just is going to end up as it is, and it's going to end up serving you best when your energy has been back on yourself and not like trying to manipulate a specific outcome because your ego is trying to protect itself, for example. So, hope that helps. I think I'm going to pull next. Let's try this animal deck. I always have the decks listed below in the description. Best message. It's in you. Ooh. It is in you. I'm going to guess this is going to be about some courage because it's a lion. 24. It's in you, the not so cowardly lion. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion traveled the yellow brick road to get to the Emerald City to request what his heart most longed for, courage. Little did he know that during his entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For in his heart there roared a courage that was always his to claim. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within him. What you seek, you too have within you. Do not give up the journey. Preserve and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly lion, who now has transformed into confident lion, shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside yourself was the part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within reflected back to you? What if the gift you have been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please, please see me? What if this whole time it was you that you were searching for? What if you stopped running towards external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? Ooh, bars. Nice. That's what it always comes back to. It always comes back to us, like what we're really searching for, like we already have it within us. And I think at the end of the day, we search for like a feeling. Like if we are with a romantic partner in a romantic relationship, the feeling that they invoke is being created within us. Like, it's not really coming from the outside. It's like, we're perceiving how they're perceiving us. So we're the ones making the chemistry and the magic based on that, I feel. But I love the part too where it said, remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless. It means you do the thing despite being scared. And I think that is crucial to remember in this time, because it does feel like a crossroads moment. And to just do the thing, which is maybe to pull back your energy despite knowing that it could have some repercussions. So yeah, all of the above. Okay, next, let's move on. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle deck. What is the best card from this deck for my friend today? Best message. Thank you. We have Star Maiden with Rest. Star Maiden Rest. This is the image. Let me see what that has to say. Star Maiden, rest, recovery, and renewal, a pause in the journey. Star Maiden was worshipped by the ancient Greeks as Astrea, goddess of falling stars, astrology, and dream divination. She appears on the star card in the tarot. Oh, I didn't know that. On this journey, her symbolism of renewal and calm provides welcome respite after chaos and upheaval of the tower. Stars have long been an emblem of light in the darkness, a divine promise of magical relief. During the dry season in ancient Egypt, for example, when the river Nile would become parched, people longed for the star of Isis to appear in the sky as a sign of the coming rains. In our non-stop productive world, Star Maiden is balm for the weary, overstimulated soul. Her celestial music reminds us how much we need time just to be, to process and integrate the journey thus far, to hang out in the spaces, to relish the pauses between breaths. She's a shining beacon of hope and healing. This message is simple. You need to slow down. Star Maiden wraps her starry cloak around your tense shoulders, giving you permission to allow the regenerative act of being, a much-needed respite from constant doing. The peace after the storm has finally arrived. The worst is over. You've done the hardest part. Whatever trials or turmoil you've endured, Star Maiden assures you that they are now behind you. Just seeing if there's anything else we can take. The invocation is I slow down my pace and heal. I relax and replenish my soul. I think what this is indicating is, like, once you make the decision to, like, really just pour back into yourself, the outcomes are out of your control. When you were trying to control the outcome, let's say it's like a relationship and you really want to stay with the person, then you got to keep abandoning yourself to stay with them. But once you choose, the courageous heart and, like, the honoring of self, and you pull back your energy, then the outcome is no longer in your control. They could choose to step up, or they could choose not to, and then that would be, a conclusion, I guess, in sense. So I think, like, what this is indicating is, like, to rest in just your decision to choose yourself. And it does come after the star card comes after the tower card, so 16 into 17. And I just see that as you choosing yourself. Like the star card's also Aquarius energy, and it's so much about, I don't know, the quantum self, the quantum world, and knowing you are limitless and you are timeless. And if it doesn't work out with this specific person or job or whatever it is, then it is okay that you are limitless. And it's okay to just rest in your decision of choosing yourself. And then whatever comes from that, it's not up to you. It's not your job. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, lastly for this reading, I'm going to pull from the Rainbow Brain Skull deck. Let's get a final message from this deck. Verse 72, death is just one character I play. My real name is change. Ooh, I love this one so much. I haven't seen this one. Death is just one character I play. My real name is change. That's life, right? That is life to its fullest. It's the only constant is change. Nothing ever truly dies. Don't be sad that it's over. Be glad it happened. Every event to ever take place is written on the fabric of space-time, so nothing is ever really gone. The needle of the record player moves forward because it's time for the next part of the song. I literally have goosebumps on my legs. This makes me want to cry. I love that so much. So much. Because everything truly is here and now. And I think like the part, don't be sad that it's over, be glad that it happens. You can feel that on some level, but I feel like that deepens with as time moves on and you really heal from a situation. Then you can just be so grateful for it. And there won't be the lingering, I don't know, emotions around it. I will say, like, in the healing journey, I feel like you come to a place of neutrality when you are healing authentically. Not running away from your problems, but looking at them head on and being there for yourself in times of need. That's when you can come to that place of, like, neutrality. But yeah, just to know that nothing's really ever gone. Like, we're all connected, right? In the space-time. And I love the fact the needle of the record player moves forward because it's time for the next part of the song. It's next chapter, next era that you're stepping into. It's time. So honor the timing, honor yourself. Like, death is just a temporary mask. Just like, life is a temporary mask. It's all just like constantly in motion. So, yeah. I hope this helps. I hope this brought you some nourishment and just confirmation for where you are currently sitting in your life and your energy. Be very gentle with yourself. And I think, yeah, just the summary of it, or the main focus point, was really just to come back to your own energy, and then no more of the crazy outpour or validation searching outside of you, coming home to yourself, validating yourself, not overextending with what you offer and what you give, and then see where the cards lie, and then see what happens, see who's really there, who really shows up for you. And it's also like such a mirror, like how much are you really showing up for yourself? So all of that, all of the above. So I hope this reading helped to bring you the nourishments and the confirmation of what you're already feeling and sensing at this time in your life. And yeah, come on back whenever you need some more nourishments. Mystery readings come out twice a week. And yeah, just pick one based on your intuition. I have my link below to work with me. And until next time, guys, we'll see you. Bye.